Hi, and welcome to Cooking with Milvy. Tonight I'll be making street tacos. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my vegetables cut up and put up in the refrigerator so that they're already prepped and out of the way. So to make your time not so much consumed by cleaning, always keep your little trash bag on the side to put in your debris from whatever you're using. Okay? And so what I'm doing, I'm just simply cutting up my tomatoes. I like to use one tomato. It's up to your discretion how many tomatoes you like to use. But one tomato is good enough for 2 people. Depends on how much you like tomatoes. Okay? So each step that I'll be doing tonight will be simply followed and put in the refrigerator. This is my first upload, so if I seem like a little nervous, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know just yet. But I don't really like to use the center part of the tomato for the simple fact, especially not with my tacos, because that makes it really mushy. And if you guys know what I mean by mushy with your tomatoes, then you understand why I don't use the center part. So, simply just cut out the centers of my tomatoes. Make them in nice little squares. If you notice, I do have on gloves. And if you notice also, I will be changing my gloves periodically, because you don't want to transform. Like when I'm dealing with vegetables, I'll keep my gloves. But when I go to my meats, you transfer your gloves. That's common sense. It's cleanliness. And I really don't advise anyone to touch ground beef with their plain hands. It can be transferred so many different things. You can have a simple cut on your hand and whoopsie, now you got ground beef blood juice in your cut. That can cause an infection. You don't want that. So these are just going to be simple tacos, simple street tacos, ground beef tacos tonight. Not a very complicated thing to do. Anybody can cook a taco. Now that I have my tomatoes diced, simply transfer them in here. Put them in the bowl. I won't be doing any more vegetables, so we're going to get rid of these. Put them in a trash bag. Get the plate and knife rinsed off. So now, I like to use this for my tacos. It's simple. It don't take forever. Simply get your bag open, put it in the bowl. Start it, getting a nice little cool to it. Okay. So, we have our lettuce, our tomato. And luckily for me, my husband went and bought the big bag of shredded cheddar. You just simply get you a bowl. You pour it, however much amount of cheese you think. See, my husband likes cheese, so we're going to be using a lot. We're going to put a lot of cheese on his tacos. I like shredded cheese. I'm not a fan of sliced cheese unless it's white. But, hey. We all have our differences, right? Alright, now that the toppings are prepped, I'm just going to simply place a plate over these, put them in the refrigerator, then we're going to get started on the meat. I like to place a plate because it makes it easy to stack. Place this in the refrigerator. All right. Alright, now it is time to season and prep the ground beef. And like I told you guys earlier in the video, gloves are like a very important thing when you're handling meat. As you notice, I have not touched the ground beef yet. Why? Because I need to still touch my seasoning bottles. And you don't want to transfer, what? E. coli, salmonella, bacterias. Very important. So when you season your meat, just get it all mixed in there. Taco seasoning is cool and everything, but if you don't have taco seasoning, you can always just use your own mix. To your discretion, however you like to mix your meats. But I like to use a little Italian seasoning when I make my tacos. It gives it like a different like little zing. Like it has like some like a different little taste to it. Okay. Alrighty. Now that that is done, I like to use a little, it's a non-cook cooking spray by Pam, olive oil. Just a few little spritz. I like to turn my skillet up, get it nice and warmed up and heated up. Boom. Why you up there cold? You know where the hell I was at? You know I ain't going nowhere. You know I ain't got no call. Yeah. What you wanted me to do? You wanted me to call you? Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Yeah, I thought we was like, damn. I was like, man, anybody else I would have gave a fuck about, but my nigga. So, we're just waiting on skillet to heat. Yeah, everything we need. Everything is prepped.
Bro, where you at, bro?
Okay, and we're back. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. Alright. And now it'll be cooking for about 10 to 15 minutes. So the ground beef is still browning. And this is when you know you got a good ground beef, when you don't see a whole bunch of oil in the bottom of your skillet. It's very important, like if you don't want your arteries clogged, you don't want high cholesterol and all that. You want to get you a nice lean ground beef. If you're not a fan of ground beef, you can always use ground turkey. You season it right, it'll taste just right. So we're going to finish letting that sit there and do its thing, and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all. They just got to be charged. It got to be charged. I pulled it out for you. Because I never used it. I don't use them like that. Yeah, I used them a couple of times and they just been in my suitcase since I had them afterwards. Anyways, you guys, so as you see, the ground beef is brown. Like I said, these are going to be simple tacos. We'll be doing some more challenging dishes pretty soon. So, ground beef is completely brown and through and through. We're going to go ahead and remove it from the fire. All right.